You had a tremendous reaction to the mini episode with Paul McGann.
Yes.
The Night of the Doctor.
Yes.
How much fun was it having him back on board?
Oh, it was great.
Doctor, and is there any possibility of having a spin-off? Because fans are kind of quite keen.
Well, I would be very worried about having two doctors sharing the lunchbox. How does that work? Which of them is more important than the other? Which is the junior doctor? Which is the senior doctor? I'm not sure that works. I think there has to be one doctor per era. I think Paul McGann was superlative in that. I think, do you know what? I honestly think he's going to end up playing some big old lead because I know he already has that kind of thing, but I think he showed a flash of his leading man abilities, which we haven't seen quite in that dashing form for a while. So he's going to end up doing something interesting off the back of that, no question. You know what's really important about The Night of the Doctor? It's not that it was Paul McGann, brilliant as he was. It's not that. It's that you had a bloody surprise. Yes. Do you know, back in the day, we used to do those. So, don't spoil anything. but do you know what I mean? That's what it was. And I'd like to do that again. I think that will usher in, not so much a Paul McGann miniseries, it will usher in the idea that when our little minisodes, we call them, hideous name, but we call them that, I think we should take them more seriously than we used to. And I think that's the first one we've actually sat and said, let's make a belter. Let's make a high production value belter and let's give them a surprise. You could count on us doing something like that again. But we won't tell you when. And from now on, I've actually told the BBC, if we do it again, we're doing it in Cardiff, I'm not even telling you what we're doing. And we'll give you it on the day, right? I mean, I won't tell you anything.
Because talking about surprises, just very quickly, you meant, obviously when we had the announcement of Peter Capaldi,
yes.
What kind of qualities do you think he's going to bring to that new Doctor?
Well, I don't know yet because he's barely started, but he's a genius. He's a genius actor. No, that's not even controversial to say. He's got a great love of the part. He's got, the moment you think of Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, you get it. You see that face in the TARDIS, that works. Everybody gets that. He's just going to give us a whole new kind of Doctor. We've got used to, I suppose, two brilliant iterations, really brilliant iterations of the younger, more puppy-like Doctor, and that's a real part of the Doctor, and they have both been superlative. Now it's time to remind. Now it's time for the old beast to snarl at you a bit, I'd say. I mean, sometimes you see that in Matt Smith at times as well. Sometimes he does show you. He will remind the people around him, "I'm not really like this." Well, I think Peter's Doctor will make that even clearer. It's a guess.
And we spoke to Paul McGann recently, and he said that you'd had to bring forward the date for
yes.
releasing The Night of the Doctor, and you were
yes.
talking about keeping surprises. Was that a little bit of a disappointment for you, in that you wanted to keep it for this week when the Doctor...
I didn't mind it going earlier. I didn't. I just went on one of the Doctor Who blog sites and I saw his photograph there and I thought, you bastards. I mean, because there were people who knew. There were enough people who knew. Most of them had the common human decency to tape their mouths shut, but one or two people have to be show-offs, and that was disappointing. But then it sort of rather worked for us because I said let's just be mean. Let's give them an hour. Let's just say in an hour's time, get to your iPlayer, talk to nobody. And that was a good way of doing it. That was a bit more showbiz, I thought. Because at the one point people were saying we should call it Paul McGann in The Lost Regeneration. That would have had no impact at all. You'd have known what you were going to see. But a whole bunch of Doctor Who fans sitting down, clicking their computers, and there he is. Possibly not the one you were expecting. And that was great. I loved that. I loved it.
Brilliant line.
Thank you.